Hasan is, believe it or
I don't
not, in communist China. You should have seen that coming, right? Hasan decided to go to communist China for a vacation because communist China is so much better than the US and he hates America and all this stuff, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. So Hasan is in communist China, right? What do you think is the first thing that happens to Hasan in communist China? Oh, right. He gets harassed by the secret police there. And his response is quite funny. So here we have Hasan Piker, the dog striker, who is in Tiananmen Square, where he is live streaming. You may know about Tiananmen Square for the very famous Tank Man image of that man standing in front of the tanks during the college rebellion situation that was going on there. It's a big situation, so much so that the communist Chinese government does not even allow you to mention Tank Man or any of these type of things like Tiananmen Square on their internet, and also by extension any Chinese products, like for instance Marvel Rivals. You can't actually mention Tiananmen Square or any of that stuff because it's a big no, big censored sort of deal, right? So anyways, Hasan Piker decided to go to Tiananmen Square to live stream, where he then showed a meme on his phone on his live stream of himself as Chairman Mao. Oof, probably not a good idea, bud. Let's see how that goes for you.
Roger, you seen this? Oh, yeah. Look. Yeah. 这是什么呀？他录的视频。你是他导游？没有。这是什么？导播。OK。我是他导游啊。还得过来招待一下。是啊，你是导游啊？问问他那个，问问他那刚直播那什么东西啊
？So the screen goes dark for an extended amount of time where they question him about what they were showing on his phone, all these things, right? And essentially they asked to see his phone, they asked what he's doing, all these different things, because he showed a meme of Chairman Mao in Tiananmen Square, right? So after the situation, they were forced to then end the stream, and Hasan went live once again inside of his hotel room to talk about the situation that just occurred.
Whenever the police showed up, they thought, so that thing that we went to, okay, the flag raising ceremony is not in focus. Hold on, I'm gonna fix it.
Why the fuck is this goddamn clip in fast mode? Whatever, I got to deal with it.
The flag raising ceremony that we went to is not a thing that white people normally go to, right? It's not normally something that like white people attend, right? And I assume that they are probably extra attentive and extra careful about people coming to do some fuck shit. Like, there's a reason why, for example, there were Chinese nationals on each other's backs, right? But I knew that like if we did it, we would get called out by cops. Because like by and large, especially like the government is aware of like how they are perceived, or how much like anti-Chinese propaganda exists out there. And I think the older people are also aware of it as well. But I think the younger populations in China are, ironically enough, less aware. Like the younger normies are less aware of the animosity that exists, which shouldn't exist at all, obviously, but unfortunately does. And it's almost entirely one-sided, entirely designed by America.
So, not to make you listen to an entire Hasan stream, but essentially what happened is that he went to Tiananmen Square to show everyone, oh my God, communist China is so great, it's so amazing, America is so oppressive, all these things, and then immediately was oppressed by the Chinese secret police for merely showing a meme, right? And then went back to his hotel room to then run defense for the Chinese secret police, the Communist Party, and say, oh, well, America's so much worse, you know? It's just that their propaganda about China, that's why the Chinese are like this. And the reason why there's this propaganda about China is because they are a totalitarian, communist country that doesn't allow you to even show memes in public, or else they will fucking arrest you, like just happened to you. But that doesn't fit with the propaganda. That doesn't fit with their worldview. So obviously, right? Can't be spoken about. Anyways, let's see He then decided to go out once again a little bit later. I believe it was the next day or something, maybe before. I'm not exactly sure, but this also plays into the whole thing. Let's see what he has to say.
I have any sort of patriotism in my heart
For
any, yeah, for America, but just in general. I'm not like a very, you know, I care about people. What makes it, I mean, what makes it interesting for me at least is like seeing so many people from all around the country literally travel here just to see this.
That part is insane. Look how
Like,
many.
like I just don't, like I'm not, I don't have any sort of patriotism in my heart for
America.
any, yeah, for America, but just in general. I'm not like a very, you know, I care about people.
Yeah.
Here is Hasan Piker, the dog striker, who is in Tiananmen Square in China, communist China, holding a Chinese flag, saying how he has zero patriotism for America. Meanwhile, this is a country that has made him obscenely rich through capitalism, while of course always talking about how terrible capitalism is and how much he loves communism. It's a place where he now owns a mansion in Beverly Hills, is currently dating an ultra-rich celebrity American, Valkyrie, and has been bestowed by all the gifts that America could ever give to him, yet he still goes to a foreign country that is our enemy and states how much he hates America. Make it make sense, please, Hasan Piker. What is going on? Okay, another interesting scene that I thought you might find to be a little bit telling about the kind of person we're talking about. Hasan Piker in Tiananmen Square asks a question when he sees that all the police in Tiananmen Square, China, all have fire extinguishers.
According to Sally, we didn't come that early.
Dude, what's up with fire extinguishers?
What do you mean?
I've never. No, hold on. No. Every cop has a fire extinguisher on their belt. Is that normal?
You never know.
And not only that, but if you looked at our hotel, and
I mean,
you
in a
looked at-
pinch, you could use it like mace.
I thought it was.
So, hi, Hasan Piker. You probably have no clue why. Let me illuminate you as to why these officers have fire extinguishers in Tiananmen Square. It's because the government is so oppressive that people regularly come to this area to self-immolate themselves, as in light themselves on fire, to protest the totalitarian communist regime of that area, including the censorship that currently goes on worldwide with China over Tiananmen Square and the Tank Man situation that happened. That is why they all have fire extinguishers, to put out the people that regularly go there to light themselves on fire. Yet you would, of course, not be aware of that because you are a loser, communist piece of human filth. But please, tell me more how much you need to be the bastion of knowledge for all these young, impressionable men and women who watch your stream and get radicalized by your far leftist extremist nonsense. Please tell me how much more you hate America, how much better China is when people are regularly lighting themselves on fire to protest the oppressive regime, where they can't even speak without fear of being sent to a labor camp, yet their only way of speaking out to have free speech is in death. Yeah, oh, but America's so bad, dude. Oh my God, America's so bad. They're ruled by Trump, who's a tyrant, yet allows you to freely give your opinion about how much you hate him. Not only that, you've been made rich by giving your opinion on how much you hate Republicans and Trump and all that stuff. And yet in China, the only way to have free speech is in death. Make it make sense. Whatever. Who cares, dude? Hasan Piker, the dog striker. What a loser. What a balloon. What a maroon. You know, these people are insane.